Yeah, I can hear you. Sound straight.
For sure. All right, man. You ready, man?
I'm ready.
For sure, for sure. All right, man. What up, man? It's Big Will, Worldwide West Side Magazine, man. Today we're here with Bizzy Bone, you know what I'm saying? All-time legend, Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. Biz, what's up with you, man?
Hey, what's the deal, man? Same old thing, different day, baby. How life treating you?
For sure, man. First question, man. Well, first of all, man, I just want to say, Flex from L.A., he said, what's up, man? Like, he was wondering if you guys remember that song, Walking in the Cold. You guys remember that a long time ago with Flex?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I definitely remember that. Definitely.
For sure.
I did that with my homeboy Q Loco and, you know what I'm saying, a couple other soldiers out there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my dogs down there, you know what I'm saying, Loco, the rest of my soldiers out there. Keep on talking.
For sure, man. He just wanted me to tell you what's up, man. Well, let's get started, man. Biz, man, when's your album officially going to drop, man? Question number one.
We're looking right now, the official release date is September 7th for the 7th Sign Regime. Rest in peace, Capo Confusion.
Okay. On this album, man, do you have any special guests, you know what I'm saying? Could you just listen?
Yeah, definitely. My little brother graced the record from the other side. You know, he's no longer with us on this wavelength, on this plane.
Right.
So, you know, he definitely graced it. Big B from Change the World, and he did a guest appearance with Bone Thugs and Harmony. He definitely graced it and did a few choruses, and myself as well. And besides that, we just really kept it in-house. You know, the only store power that you're going to hear on that album is the stuff that came from, you know, the direct label mates, which is the 7th, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay, Bizzy, man, do you have any more tracks with Pac, like unreleased tracks or?
Yeah, I got 3 songs I did with Pac.
For sure. Okay.
I did 3 of them with him.
Okay, could you explain some of those, or?
Well, one is called Real Love. The other one is called Confessions. Mm-hmm. And the other one, of course, from the Art of War album is Thug Love, but it's a version of Thug Love with just myself and Pac on it, because that's kind of how the whole thing went down. Right. I linked up with him by the grace of God, you know, through Silky Fine, and you know what I'm saying. So you know, we did about 3 or 4 of them, really 4 songs that I was able to, you know, get on with that brother, and it's definitely a blessing. And as you know, we did one with Big as well. The homies dealt with Big Pun continuously, and you know, that's the link. And Easy, of course, you know what I'm saying. So we got a lot of unreleased stuff that we did with Easy. Easy was on Bill Collector, you know what I'm saying. We did some things called Creep and We Crawl with Easy too. So it's probably like 5 unreleased tracks with Easy and Bone as well. So you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff floating out there that people can get their hands on.
Right. Like, do you think you'll ever release them in the future, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that they will be released in the future. I think they will. I don't think that that's something that, you know what I'm saying, will get held back for long. You know what I mean? It's just the hands that those pieces of material. It's like when you do something and you come from your heart, you don't really, you know what I mean, know that you gotta like extra overprotect it. You just do it just because you're in the vibe and you're in the moment. Then after things blow up, it becomes a valuable commodity, and people are scrambling to get their hands on it. And it's just the hands that it's in right now. It ain't no telling what these people are doing. It isn't really even known whose hands it's in. I just remember recording these things and, you know, remember having these things. That's with the Eazy-E stuff, and, you know what I mean? But as far as all the Pac stuff, I know where all of that's at. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, man. It's
just
yeah, whatever goes with that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you love doing, so just keep it, you know. But anyways, man, like how many, like you know what I'm saying, like alongside with Pac, like not including Pac, not including Easy, man, just unreleased tracks of your own. How many of those do you have, man? Just straight unreleased.
Oh man, ain't no telling, man. I got close to about 1,000 now.
Oh,
you know.
And thought so, man.
Yeah, I got close to about 1,000, because, you know, it's just like I learned, you know, my work ethic. I love music so much that, you know, I love to sing. I love to get behind the booth and create. And, you know, my work ethic, it just enhanced. Even the more I drank, the more I stayed in the studio. I fell in love with the studio, so I brought the party to the studio. Everything I would go to a club and do, everything I was out in the streets that I do, I brought it into the studio and put all of those emotions and all of those feelings down. So it's nice. It's nice that you know what I'm saying, that my boy just died. You know, my brother just got murdered, or my aunt just committed suicide, or that I captured on track that nobody has heard. You know what I mean? But it's a story behind it, and it's so, you know, it's so much unreleased material for me right now, and you know, we gotta, you know, put our hands on it, you know, keep building it up, and that's why I don't listen to other people's music. It keeps me sharp when I don't listen to other people's stuff.
Right.
But so that's why I got so many. So if I do need to listen to anything, I can pop in one of them 96, one of them 97 Bizzy albums, you know, that I created just because, without no avenues and nothing, or thinking I'm gonna put it out, and then just the love of music, somewhere to put your paper, you know.
Yup. So Biz, man, like, do you still have like unreleased tracks from you know what I'm saying, from like 94, 93? You know what I'm saying? Just like waiting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you got to remember, we started in the game with E. They don't got like old unreleased tracks like as kids when we were like 14.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we got that Faces of Death album.
Yeah.
I really started recording my own music when I turned about 18 years old. Is when I really hit the studio and did my first solo song or solo album together. You know, I was about 18 years old when I did that. 18, maybe 19 years old when I did that. So
okay.
That's when I really started digging into just doing my own music. You know, because we, you know, when I got into the game, when we hooked up with Easy, I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how things went, you know.
Okay, for sure. So, I was wondering, did you meet Easy first, or did you guys click up? You know what I'm saying? Did the whole Bone Thug things happen? You know.
Well, the whole Bone thing happened, really, you know, it happened together. You know, it was more of a joint venture. You know, we did an album, like I told you before, in Cleveland, and who we was working with out there, one of the interns out there who was working for the fella, the local cat who put our album out, you know, got in contact with the secretary up at Ruthless and started getting that Bone Thugs and Harmony name. You know, but it was Bone Enterprise at first, but we couldn't copyright that. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, get that Bone name up there. These young guys that want you to hear them, these young guys, blah, 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 blah. So we out there just being persistent, going to every company, you know, going to these different people. We walked to Tone Loke's house. We walked to Tone Loke's house and sang stuff that we had written for the Art of War. And, you know what I'm saying? So we threw all the hoods, everybody wearing a different color and shit. We ain't really wasn't hip to the color scheme. One nigga got on blue, another nigga got on a red flannel, this nigga got on a fucking Chicago motherfucking, you know, them starter coats that used to be out. Another motherfucker ain't got no coat on at all. You know what I'm saying? So we look like the Crips Bloods and then folks and Vice Lords walking together. You know what I mean? Looking like the United Nations of gangs and shit, walking past hoods trying to get to Tone Loke's house. You know what I mean? It's just different experiences that Bone went through the struggle. But eventually, we got a phone call from Eazy-E through this connection. And, you know, KB picked up the phone. I picked up the phone. We did a little talking. KB spit some shit for him. I spit some shit for him. He said he was going to hook up with us. And things happened, you know, bullshit happened, you know, Satan intervened, and we wound up finding out that he had a show in Cleveland. So we hitched a ride and got our asses back to Cleveland and got to that show at Levert's nightclub. And because that's where he had the show, we got to the backstage, and we just let him know what was up. You know, he was like, "Let me hear y'all." So that Lazy, you know, pulled me to the back, you know, with him. And Lazy busted his shit, and he was like, "You gotta let us in." And after that, it was on. You know, we took the bus back to L.A., and it was on and cracking after that. Three weeks later, we put an album out. You know what I'm saying?
So then Eazy, you know what I'm saying? Like when Eazy first heard you guys, he was definitely, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely feeling it though, right? Like.
Yeah, he like, you know, that's the new shit. I
know you guys have a really, you know what I'm saying, like a really distinct style, you know what I'm saying? You know, record labels look for that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? What did Eazy say the first time he heard you guys?
Yeah, definitely, you know, very excited vibe, very, it was brand new, it was fresh, it was the next shit. So I think that's kind of where it came from him. I think he also looked at it in a business sense. I'm about to make some fucking money. Right. You know what I'm saying? I know that was running through his head more than just, oh, this is a new style. I don't think that was running through his head as much as I'm about to get some bread off these little niggas.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
So that's what I think his vibe was.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was wondering, do you think, well,